Dear St. Margaret's family, 2020 has just been extraordinary. I need say no more. But it's in times such as this that we should give thanks and praise God for His constant watch over us, preserving each and every one of us. In fact, despite this pandemic, we have been enjoying the abundant grace of God and through the gift of technology with one another. Today, we shall see familiar faces, hear beautiful voices, feel the spirit that unites us as a family unbroken, which happens also to be today's theme. 178th anniversary of the school, by any count, is a long time. None of us were born then. Yet the school has preceded us in both age and stature. She bears stories woven with love, charity, patience, and devotion. Old as she may be in years, yet like an eagle, she gets renewed in youth each and every year with new energy and new vigor. I hope today's program will allow you to revisit fond memories built as part of St. Margaret's family, whether it's through the sharing of the past and all current students and our teachers, or through the joyful chorus singing of the school song. As we begin, allow me to say a prayer for all of us here. Our God and Father, who watches and guards us through these years, we give you thanks for sustaining us and the school through these challenging times. We give thanks for each and every child in our school. Protect them from harm's way, from the deadly pestilence that lurks in every unknown corner. We give thanks for our school staff, our teachers, and our principals, for their love and dedication. Grant them, Lord, your strength. Refresh their spirits, renew their minds, and recharge their bodies, that they may continue to serve you with joy and with the assurance of your protection. Continue, Lord, to prosper the work of the school and bless each and every alumni, that everyone who identifies with St. Margaret's family, that they may continue to proudly shine for you wherever they are. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, after you've watched this video, I urge you to share this link to someone you know who's part of the St. Margaret's family, so that they too may join in the celebrations. On that note, thank you for tuning in, and may God bless you and your loved ones always.
Hi St. Margaret's family, happy anniversary to all of you. I hope you are all doing well. St. Margaret's Primary is a place where I learn God's grace, protection and leadership. You can't lead a school well without God walking the journey with you. His love has sustained me throughout the 7 years. This experience has prepared me well as I served in my new school and as I continue to rely on God's wisdom and grace to make a difference in the lives of students and staff in my school. I am sure God will continue to look after St. Margaret. Take care everyone, and may God bless you in all that you do. Happy anniversary.
I will never forget the carefree days that I spent as a primary school student in SMPS. The warm afternoons, the chatty friends, the things we used to do, like run around the school and look for nooks and crannies to play in, and how I loved the nasi ayam from the Muslim stall long time ago. Not just these little things, but also how the teachers always made me feel special. We were all treated the same. We were punished in the same way. We were praised similarly for the good things that we had done. But they never failed to make each and every one of us feel like we mattered. And it is that sense of being a green dot, being somebody in the school, one among the many, and yet feeling so special. That's what I want to bring to the students today. That's what I love about St. Margaret's. I think that has also influenced my choice as a parent to send my children back into the same school, because I want them to feel the same way, the way that I did when I was a student here.
When I first transferred to teach at SMPS, I was really excited because it felt like I was coming home. At that time, a number of my primary school teachers were still teaching in the school. St. Margaret's Primary was also where I had decided to become a teacher after a relief teaching stint before I went to university. St. Margaret's was also where I had experienced God in such a real way when I was in the secondary school. Today, I get the privilege to be able to work with a bunch of wonderful teachers and also a group of teachers who are ex-students of the school, and many of them whom I've had grown up with at SMPS and at SMSS. As a teacher, I get to influence many little green dots who pass through our walls, and I hope to continue to sow into the lives of these girls and to nurture in them charity, patience, and devotion.
Hi! I like going to the library because it's very cooling here, so I can read my books in peace. There's also a wide variety of books, which I can pick up my favorite books from. The librarian is also very friendly and approachable. If I don't know where a specific book is located, I can find her and she will help me. That is why I like to go to the library.
Before I answer the question, I just want to say a big hi and hope everyone has been keeping well. I really miss one and all at the St. Margaret's family, and I know this has been a difficult year. So we see how important it is to put others above ourselves, the interest of others above ourselves. So in Philippians 2 verses 3 to 4, it says, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking at your own interests, but to each of you the interests of the others." And I think when we take on a little bit of that discomfort in order to bless the ones around us, that is really what this whole year has been about. I think many of us were very uncomfortable during the circuit breaker period. We are still uncomfortable today. I think all of this is really about us understanding that, right, if each and every one of us just bear a little bit of inconvenience, a little bit of discomfort in order to protect the others who are around us, when we do that, we are actually putting the interest of others above ourselves, and in order to protect those that perhaps are more vulnerable or may be facing difficulties. So I think that is really the very first message that I would like to share with all of you today.
2020 has really been unprecedented, challenging and bruising in all sense of the word, but I want to thank God for His faithfulness and His protection over the St. Margaret's community. I want to place on record thanks and appreciation to the teaching and non-teaching staff who have really exhibited the motto of charity, patience and devotion in all sense of the words, in looking after the well-being of the students, in ensuring that learning continues in school and at home, and to keep the schools safe for everyone. I'm also very grateful for the support, the prayers and the encouragement that comes constantly from the School Management Committee, the chaplaincy team of St. John's Chapel, and also the members of the Parent Support Group, without which it would really have been really tough. The whole community pulled together and we have learned that life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It is really for us to learn how to dance in the rain. And we want to come together as a community to encourage one another and to let our light shine, especially through this darkness. Let's press on, and happy St. Margaret's Day. Thank you.
Why St. Margaret's? Why did I stay for so long? I think I'm very proud to be associated with an institution that has such a long history. Yeah, to be a part of that is very gratifying. But more importantly for me, I stayed on is because I feel so much at home. When I first joined the school, from day one, I was made to feel very much like family. They welcomed me, and I remember my colleague then coming up to me and said, "Hey, welcome to the family." Huh? A school, a family? But I was like a bit skeptical. Family. With time, I realized the importance of it, you know, and I realized, yeah, how rightly so to refer to it as a family, because the school was so much smaller, so cozy, and everybody is out there looking out for, you know, everyone else, and all you need to do if you are troubled or you need help is to just extend a hand and say, "Hey, you know, can you help me?" And then the help will come most willingly from all sides. You know, as family we do have our ups and downs. We do have some disagreement because we don't see things in similar ways. At the end of the day, we still achieve what we want to achieve, and we only get closer. Our bond gets stronger, and that is what family is. I'm happy to say that that sense of togetherness, that willingness to help is still there. So if I started enjoying a small family, now I am still a member of a much bigger family. That's what St. Margaret means to me. I'm going to be retiring soon, and I'm going to miss this place, and more importantly, the other members in this family. Way to go, St. Margaret's. We can only achieve better and better each year. Happy 178th anniversary. Way to go.
The best memories that I have are not actually academic. If I had to pick one, it's probably when we were at the holding site at Commonwealth. The holding site was really small, So as a Sec 1 student, we had the good fortune of being in the D&T block. My class was sharing a room, so there was a partition wall between my class and the next class. What we didn't realize was this partition wall was hollow, and it appeared that in that space, a family of rats had decided to take up residence. I'll never forget one lesson that we had where there's this tiny hole in the wall, and suddenly, for whatever reason, the family of rats decided they were going to leave and come into the classroom. It was just pandemonium. Everybody was jumping on their chairs or their tables. And then I had a classmate, his name was Mabel. He was the most gung-ho one, I guess, out of all of us, who just grabbed the broom and dustpan and was chasing this rat around the class. I just remember that it was chaos. And it was fun, I suppose, in a terrifying kind of way. It was things like this that I enjoyed, that made my experience in St. Mark's so memorable.
One thing that I miss most about St. Mark's, I would say, would be my friends and my batchmates. They really helped me through a lot during the entire secondary school journey. They were the ones who encouraged me and pushed me along the way. It was a really good support system, and the entire experience was very memorable because of them. Even though there were ups and downs, they were encouraging, and we just helped each other along the way. Those days, I remember when we spent hours studying for O's all the way until 6+, and it was just a really fun time, though it was very tiring and draining, and I think everyone was excited to get O's done and over with. But their company just made it much more memorable and fun and exciting, including in CCA. There are times when we just cry together, laugh together, but I think overall it has really shaped and helped me become who I am today in terms of character and what my values are, and without them I wouldn't have been able to be who I am today, and I wouldn't have been able to go through secondary school without them.
The greatest lesson that I've learned from St. Mark's was the value and importance of servant leadership, and how it's important to put the needs of others above our own. And during my time in St. Mark's, there was a lot of emphasis on serving others and looking towards meeting the needs of the community, rather than just focusing on our own personal achievements. And I think after leaving the school, I have realized just how important that is, because right now it's getting easier and easier to be fully consumed by the values and ways of this world, and how some people take advantage of others and leave them behind in order to build themselves up and achieve greater personal success. And sure, you can achieve success, but at what cost? One lesson that has left a deep impression on me was one from our former principal, Madam Lee. Throughout the 4 years, she kept repeating this quote to us: "Go into the world and do well, but more importantly, go into the world and do good." I think this fully encompassed what I learned from my time in the school, and has helped me to strive to lead a life that is so much more meaningful and purposeful, rather than just doing things for my own personal benefit. It has definitely shaped me into the person whom I am today, and for that I'll be forever grateful for what we have been taught and the values that have been instilled in us from our time in SMSS.
I have two girls in St. Margaret's Primary School. So both girls are very different in character, but there's something similar and a good value that they pick up when they are in St. Margaret's Primary School. Both girls are very kind and very attentive to the friends. So they will always come back to me and tell, hey, mama, this friend, she's upset today and what happened and how did they comfort them. I like it because they are very attentive to their friends' needs, and this is the kind of human skill that children are lacking nowadays. So this is the greatest value they have picked up in St. Margaret's.
St. Margaret's had great significance in my life. I've been associated with it for almost 2/3 of my life. It's a joy that my ex-teachers became my friends. I saw that they have truly embodied the values of St. Margaret's in their lives: charity, patience, and devotion. In my years there, I took on different roles: teacher, head of department, and then year head. I could contribute at different levels. I derived greatest fulfillment in building the social, emotional well-being of pupils. Let me share with you 2 examples. There was a very weak P6 foundation pupil who could hardly read. I gave her lots of affirmation and encouragement, even when she could only read half the word. She became motivated to learn. Eventually, she passed her PSLE, but what brought greatest joy was when her father and sister shared that the girl was so different and was more confident and had better self-esteem. Another incident was when I spoke with a group of children about integrity. After that, a girl voluntarily admitted to having taken things from her friends, not only that year, but in the previous year. She realized her need to change and saw that I was eager to help. It was a real opportunity to be able to contribute and to help children. St. Margaret's will always be close to my heart.
I love our alma mater. I have very fond memories of my days in St. Margaret's, my classmates, my teachers, Mrs. Martha Holloway, our principal. So when I graduated from St. Margaret's, I wanted to stay connected with the school. Joining Semester was the answer. So when invited, I gladly joined the board. Semester's mission is to support our alma mater and the students, to reach out to our members and the community. So we secure work attachments, job shadowing for our students during the school holidays so they can have some real-life experience of the working world. We have legal awareness talks like LPA, wills and estates. We visit our senior ex-teachers and members and have lots of laughter, reminiscing our good old days in St. Margaret's over a cup of tea, very often a sumptuous tea. And our outreach program takes us to St. Andrew's Cathedral Home for the Aged, where we spend time with the residents. Our aim is to reach out to the St. Margaret's family at all times. And this video is an example of this. Because of COVID-19, we cannot have on-site celebrations. Helmed by our President, Siu King, together with the school, PTA, and PSG, this video was put together so we can reach out to all the members of the St. Margaret's family here and abroad to celebrate St. Margaret's Day. Truly, we are one family unbroken. Often I have been asked, what is there to be a member of Semester? It's our work. It's meaningful, it's rewarding, and also the camaraderie amongst us. There is also a lot of little work that we can do to support the school, like providing small snacks for the girls who are preparing for their national exams and organizing post-exam activities. There is still a lot we can do, so do come and join us. Dear members of St. Margaret's family, we are living in unusual times. Stay well, stay safe. May God bless each and every one of you wherever you are watching this video. And happy St. Margaret's Day.
Good evening. Blessed Founders Day. 2020 is indeed an exceptional year. It is a year of challenges for many, but it's also a year of blessings for many. For us in St. Margaret's Primary, we chose to see the blessings, to count our blessing, and be a blessing. We want to thank God for the many blessings that we have received. We had moved to our holding site at Mata Road end of last year. There were some concerns in 2018 with regards to the move. We anticipated feedback from stakeholders who may have challenges with the changes. Glory to God, the start of the school year was a smooth one, and we received a number of letters to school giving praises to our staff for managing the start of the school year well. All thanks to the many who had prayed and the many who supported us in this journey. We are thankful to God for providing a peri-upgraded holding site where we can enjoy the upgraded facilities while waiting for the completion of our school's upgraded site at Wilkie Road. Here are some photos of the upgraded facilities at Mata Road, which St. Margaret's Primary will have when we return to our site at Wilkie. We are thankful for the use of the Performing Arts Studio at Mata, which will now be part of the upgraded facility at Wilkie. We remember to count our blessings. We are thankful to God for St. Margaret's and that we are all able to gather here today to celebrate 178th Founders Day. We are thankful for the many cohorts and generation of girls who passed through the gates of St. Margaret's, moving on to achieve success in their chosen fields. Many have gone on to contribute to the community, making a difference in their lives and that of others. I met an old girl of SMPS who is a school leader in our fraternity. I asked what she remembered about SMPS. She shared she could still remember the school song, and especially the chorus. Indeed, there are many wonderful stories that all of you, including the teachers and staff who have served in the schools, will share about your stay in St. Margaret's. I believe many are grateful that there is a St. Margaret's school, where many friendships forged during the times in school have blossomed, and many opportunities that were provided in schools for learning and growth had influenced and impact your lives. Indeed, one family unbroken. Hope you find your favorite spots in all these photographs that have been taken. We are also reminded to be a blessing to others. Today, I would appeal to you to share your blessings. Here are some slides on the architect impression of a few of the upgraded facilities at the Wilkie site when the project is completed. Like all primary schools in Singapore, our primary school is undergoing peri-upgrading. The peri-upgrading project aims to enhance the teaching and learning infrastructure and facilities to support holistic education for our girls. The upgraded site at Wilkie will have an indoor sports hall, elevated field, facilities to support program for active learning, dance studio, band room, teaching lab, improved library facilities, outdoor experiential learning infrastructure. Support our peri-upgrading project. In short, support our pub. Fundraising activities have been planned. We had our fun fair last year at Wilkie site. Golf games were planned, taking into consideration the safe management measures this year. The girls' artwork were printed on greeting cards, which we put on for sale, and you can still purchase them through the school. Due to the COVID-19 situation, a few selected activities have been put on hold. We are grateful to the many parents and well-wishers who kept us in their thoughts and prayers and have supported the school with their kind donations. Due to the current COVID situation, the construction work was delayed and the school will continue to stay on the holding site. Our current targeted amount to be raised is 1.3 million and we had raised 700,000 so far. We seek your support as we are still some way to go to reach our target sum, and we appeal to everyone's generosity to make a donation to the school building fund. We are also mindful that the construction costs may increase due to this current situation and hence the need to raise more funds. If you would like to donate or purchase the greeting cards, you can drop us an email and we will provide the necessary information to you. Our email address is in this particular slide. A tax-deductible receipt will be issued for donation of $100 and above. The current and future cohorts will benefit from your generosity. Thank you for being a blessing and sharing your blessings with the St. Margaret's family. We thank God for the many hands that had come together to build St. Margaret in these 178 years, and the many hearts that had transformed this school into one that many love and call it home. God bless and have a pleasant evening.